Hey guys! I'm so excited because I finally got my setup ready and it doesn't look like shit. It took a hell of a lot of time to fucking finish it. I was just so frustrated, but it looks pretty okay. Like, it could be more straight, but I'm fucking done for today. I'm just really excited because I have a lot of good energy today, a lot of good vibes, and I'll send that to everyone. And, yeah, I realized that this video is a day late, but yesterday I was going through a lot of shit, and I was just like, well, today's a good day, so I might as well record and post it a day late than not put a video up at all. So, here I am. So, today's theme is the Ashley Wild gender tag. I really hope I pronounced her name right. I don't follow her on YouTube. But anyways, I'm going to do that for today. I've already done it for a previous channel, but you know, might as well redo it. It could be fun. So if you don't already know what the gender tag is, then I'll explain it a little bit. I might just read off the prompt. Sorry if I'm boring when I read. The gender tag is a project for everyone. Gender is a part of the human experience, and every single person experiences gender in a different way. The gender tag prompts cover topics that range from gender identity to gender expression and gender roles, and are aimed at creating conversation about the individual's own understanding of gender. So basically, since most of the admins are trans or just queer in general and they might not follow typical gender roles, I thought it'd be fun for us to do this for this week. As you may already know, or unless I didn't tell you, I have stopped identifying as gender fluid, and I'm just sticking with demi-boy right now because it's what I identify best with, because I don't want to be a girl, not quite a boy, but I identify with boy more than any other gender. So it's kind of between agender and male, so put that together, I get my gender, which is demi-boy. Also, I have my handy-dandy laptop over here. Hope that doesn't get in the way for very long. So it looks like I've already answered the first question, which is, how do you self-identify your gender and what does that mean to you? Like I just said, demi-boy, between male and agender. Whatever. Next question. Second question is, what pronouns do you honor? And I typically like to go by they, them pronouns because they're the most gender neutral, because I'm not fully any gender on the opposite ends of the spectrum. So they, them is pretty good. I'm okay with he, him pronouns because, you know, demi-boy, and what can I do if people don't like to use they, them pronouns, because we haven't been taught how to use that in everyday language, I guess, and like grammar. But I mean, still grammatically correct. English is a flawed language. Like, we use slang every day, but we refuse to use they, them pronouns to identify a singular person. But what can you do? I still use she, her pronouns, even though I hate them, because I'm not out to everyone, especially my mother, and I'll never get her to use any other pronouns because she's really traditional about things. She's okay with me being, like, you know, queer and shit, but she just doesn't want to change her lifestyle for me, which kind of sucks, but I gotta deal with it. But I'm hopefully going to try to get people to use my preferred pronouns next year, my senior year. Probably won't happen for many people because a lot of people don't like to change, but that's alright. But yeah, I still use she, her pronouns most of the time, but if you ever want to be nice to me, please do not use them. I hate them so much. Yikes, I'm really annoying. Next question is all about body hair and how I style my hair. What do I use to shave? Do I shave at all? And I just use a lot of like male gel to style my hair. I like it to be short because, first of all, I think I look hella cute with short hair. Second of all, I mean, long hair takes a lot of time to manage, so I'm pretty good with like a 15-minute shower rather than an hour shower just to wash all the hair that I used to have. And like brushing it was a pain in the dick because I would get knots in my hair so much and I'd have to like brush it out for like an hour, and then I'd just like go to school with ratty ass hair with a bunch of knots in it and I'd just be like, this is fine. But no, I hate long hair on me, but I mean, that's just me. If whatever your preference is, that's a-okay. So back to shaving and stuff. I do not like to shave my legs because it takes way too much fucking time, and like, I don't need baby smooth legs. No one needs that. It's for like body heat. Who gives a fuck if my legs are hairy? I mean, I'm not even like identifying as female, and if females like to shave their legs, if they like to have baby smooth legs, good for them. But I'm quitting on shaving my legs. Fuck that. I just need to gain some more confidence because I do like to wear dresses and like skirts and stuff. Not all the time, but sometimes. And I just don't want people to make fun of me for my choices. I need to gain some confidence, and that will be good. But I'm done shaving my legs. Armpit hair is a different story. I can live with long armpit hair. I just don't really mind it. It's not anything that I'm super duper afraid of because it doesn't take that long to shave it. So, I mean, I can go a good month without shaving my armpits. But if it's like summertime and I'm wearing, you know, this kind of stuff, I'll shave it maybe if I know that I'm gonna be like raising my arms up like, hello, look at my armpits. I don't ever do that. I don't know why I said that. But yeah, because it doesn't take so long to shave, I might as well. But that's only if, you know, doing a lot of shit with my arms up in the air. If not, and I know I'm gonna keep my arms down and no one's gonna really point it out, then I'm just like, might as well keep it. As they also talked about facial hair, I used to religiously wax my eyebrows because I was very afraid when people would make fun of my unibrow that I no longer have because I've waxed it off so many times. I don't care that much about having perfect eyebrows. I mean, I'll fill them in a little bit and like shape them, but I don't pluck anymore because, again, time consuming and I don't care that much. I also used to wax my upper lip a lot because my mom was like, oh, you look like you have a mustache, you don't look like a boy. And I'm like, yeah, I don't want that, not at all. I'm a cis girl, ha ha. But now I'm just like, well, you can't really even see it, and if it's gonna be there, it's gonna be there. If you don't like my facial hair, don't date me. I mean, that's it. Because not really looking for someone to be like, ew, you need to shave and stuff. No, you're not the one for me if you're gonna tell me what I need to do with my body hair. Accept me for who I am. Question 3 is all about cosmetics, such as like perfumes and like body washes, also makeup. And if I paint my nails or not, I do, but I'm really lazy and I haven't painted them again since like the last time, which was like a couple weeks ago. I'm impartial to nail polish because I usually just either scrape it off or I just don't care. I don't keep up with my nails that much, but I mean, I'm okay with nail polish. I only really paint my nails if like they're breaking and stuff, so I can like cover it and forget about it. Makeup, obviously I love the fuck out of that shit. Because my face is painted by the gods. As I was saying, I love makeup, and a lot of trans guys either don't want to wear it at all because they feel like it's too feminine, and that's okay, that's their choice. There's also a lot of trans guys who wear makeup to sculpt their face to look more masculine. That's also cool, but there are a lot of trans guys who wouldn't feel comfortable doing their makeup like me because they would think it's too feminine, and I enjoy femininity, I just don't want to be a female. And that makes perfect sense in my mind, so I hope you understand that. There might be other trans guys who are okay with doing makeup like mine because they're just like, yeah, I'm just a feminine guy. and that's cool, because there are plenty of people out there who are cis men and can wear makeup that's even like more dramatic than mine, and they're completely cisgender, and that's great. But a lot of the time I do experience dysphoria because when I'm doing my makeup I'm just like, gender roles, guys don't wear makeup, am I not a real boy, is my gender a lie? But most of the time I realize that I'm just me, I'm a demi-boy who likes to wear makeup, and it doesn't affect my gender because it's just makeup. With soaps, sometimes I like to smell like a tropical breeze, ocean, whatever, because, I mean, like, perfume and soaps, they shouldn't really be gendered. If you want to smell super fruity or girly, go ahead. If you want to smell like a man, do it. I honestly am a fuckboy, and I use the fuck out of Axe because it's cheap and it smells masculine. If I did have money, I might buy some cologne. And for like feminine sprays, I usually just use Bath & Body Works because also cheap. But I mean, I am more for the Playboy. I have an Axe spray that's called Playboy, but I'm more for the Axe stuff because I just like the smell better. But most of the time, I don't use any spray. Yep, here's the Playboy fuckboy shit that I use. It's one of these kinds, so you just get to take the cap off, and I just do the little sprit, and then all the way down my body. It's not as bad as some guys try to do, like just like bathing in it, like shh. I just, you know, well, maybe I guess I'll show you. So I just go like that. That's it. That's all you need to do. You don't need to fucking bathe in it. If you do smell that bad, then you should probably take a shower. Hey, this is a future Saturn from way after I recorded my video. I just wanted to say I'm sorry, and also I didn't want to put my setup back together, so I'm really lazy, so this part of the video is going to be really shaky. Anyways, I forgot a question, and the entire order got messed up, but that's okay. This was supposed to be question 3, and it was all about how do I dress and like how do I feel about the way I dress. I usually just wear band t-shirts and jeans, skinny jeans, because I am emo as hell. Sometimes I'll wear something extremely feminine, like today, and sometimes I'll dress extremely masculine, like just like trying to show off that I feel masculine. God damn, this camera's shaking too much. But I mean, it really doesn't matter how I dress, because that's just the way that I present myself. I'm so sorry for the shaky camera. But it doesn't affect my gender, because no matter how I dress, I'm still always going to be a demi-boy. Question 6 is, have I ever been misgendered? If yes, how often? You don't even know. Every day. Yeah, I get misgendered. That's just because I'm mostly in the closet, and if I have told people, then they try not to misgender me, but because they've known me so long as this big ass lie of me pretending to be cisgender, yeah, it's hard for them to switch up pronouns and say, oh, this demi-boy over here instead of this girl. I mean, it's hard enough to say demi-boy because it's a new gender, but it's just a new term for a feeling that people have always felt. And I understand if it's hard for people, so I try to cut them some slack. But if they literally know that I'm not female, and I've told them countless times, it sucks. I just want to be respected for my gender. It's not that hard. Question 7 is, do I experience dysphoria, and how does it affect me? I don't experience dysphoria in the same way as all people, and I don't think any two people experience dysphoria the same, because sometimes I'm really happy with my boobs because I'm like, yeah, they look good on me. Other times I'm just like, get them off of me! And that's a struggle. I don't usually get bottom dysphoria unless I'm on my period, which sucks. But, I mean, I'm pretty okay with owning a vagina. It's not the worst. I know that when I move out, I'm probably gonna buy a packer for my more masculine days, because I'm not always feeling like 100% dude. Sometimes I do, but other times I'm like in the middle or right there at agender, and I'm just like, I'll just be completely neutral, because breasts aren't technically a female body part. Like, yes, most females have breasts, but not all of them. You get it? Because there's trans people. Believe what you want, but like, I'm okay with having boobs most of the time. But I mean, it doesn't really affect me that bad. Could be worse, because I know I never want to get top surgery, because again, I appreciate them sometimes, but not all the time. I also used to experience dysphoria with my long hair, because I was never able to be masculine enough. Like, I'd try to like play it up and be like, oh yeah, it's a man bun because I'm a man, but I just never liked long hair on me, and it made me feel extremely feminine. And now that my hair is short, if I were to grow it out a little bit and put a bun in it, I would definitely feel more comfortable with that, calling it a man bun. Question 8 is all about children, if I want to carry one, if I want to have any at all, and if I want to be the primary caretaker of the child. That's a very complicated question for me, because it depends on the gender of the person that I end up marrying in the future. I want like 2 children, and I only want to carry one because I feel like I could only go through that experience once. And depending on how things go, if I marry someone who cannot carry a child themselves, I might go ahead and adopt a second child if, you know, they also want 2 children. I might be okay with 3, but I'm pretty good with 2. If I do end up marrying someone who can carry one of their own, that's also cool. We can do something with that, and we can both carry a child and have our 2 perfect little children. Again, it really depends on the person that I marry if I want to be the primary caretaker. I might be pretty good with just, you know, half and half if I marry someone who's like good with that, but if perhaps I marry a cis male and he's not the motherly type, neither will I be, because I'm not a woman, but if he's not feeling that like really like Mr. Mom kind of thing, then I'll be happy to take care of the child, mostly, like being the primary caretaker. If perhaps he is really cool with that and he wants to be like really involved and like taking the kid to like soccer practice and shit, that's cool. It doesn't matter. If you're not the most parently person, I got it. If you want to be super in there instead of like, you know, being like the person who like goes to work all the time and then comes back late and just eats dinner and goes to bed, I mean, if we're in love, that'll work out, but like that kind of sounds pretty lame. I know I really want to be a parent because my mother might have like some certain kinks, and like, don't take that the wrong way, like kinks in a like hose, but she might have like little things that I don't like about her. Like, she's not really great with my gender, but she's generally a really great mom, and I want to be like her, but a little better. And really excited for when I'm getting a chinchilla next month. It's already June, so this month in June I'm getting a pet chinchilla. I will be the best chinchilla father ever. I mean, I feel like I'll have the more feminine role as a parent, but I don't want to be called a mother, because again, not female. I might go by father, I don't know. Maybe I'll just go by Seni. That's like a Greek word for like, and it's gender neutral for just like parent and caretaker. And Seni just sounds really cute, so might go with that. Not too fond of the Mappa kind of thing. It doesn't sound good to me, so Seni sounds cool. Yeah, that's about it for kids. Question 9 is all about money, and if like when I have a family, if I want to be the main financial provider, or if I want to make more money than my spouse, which not really. And like on dates, if I like want to pay for my date, or if I want them to pay for me. So firstly, finances. I don't give a fuck who makes more money. It's not my like biggest worry about a relationship. I also don't think that I'm going to make any more money than someone if they're like a cis male or a male in general, or if they were just like born male and they're like agender, but you know, you can't get agender like wages. It's not a thing. It's only male and female wages. It's bullcrap, and the gender wage gap is stupid as well. I'm not gonna get into that, but if I marry a person of that side of the gender spectrum, then I probably won't make any more money than them. If I marry someone who is more feminine presenting or agender and they're born female, then I mean maybe we'll make the same amount. I personally want to go into psychology and probably go into gender therapy as well, and that'll definitely bring in a lot of money. I mean, like, not a lot, but more than like certain jobs because it's in the medical field. Again, I don't care who makes more money. If I am the main like financial provider, that's cool. If I'm not, even better. With dates, I rather pay for like what I got and let them pay, like going Dutch and stuff. And again, it just depends on who I end up dating, because I know there are some people who are still into chivalry and it makes them like feel better if they pay for the entire date, and I'm just like, nah dude, it's okay, I can pay for myself. And like most of the time I'll probably try to like go Dutch and stuff, but if they're gonna like try to fight me on it, then I'll just be like, okay, you can pay. I mean, I get to save money. The 10th and final question of this gender tag is if there's anything else I'd like to share about my gender experience, and honestly there's not that much about my gender that's completely unique and no one will understand, because there are a lot of demi boys that I know of, and there are a lot of just demi-genders in general, just like, you know, demi-girls. We're actually going to have a new admin on this account. Their name is Therese, and they are a demi-girl, which is cool stuff. I mean, I'm glad to know that there's a word for the gender that I feel, and it's definitely great to express myself the way I want to be, even though there's a lot of like misgendering and transphobia shit that I have to deal with. But I'm a lot happier now that I've found a way to identify and be true to myself. And I just like hope that anyone who happens to be feeling lost in this really vast world of gender, you know, just explore your options. Don't feel bad if you end up like me and like, oh yes, I am cisgender, and then you're like, fuck no I ain't, I'm a gender fluid, and then you're like, wait, no, I'm not. Fuck being female, that is not for me. I'm gonna end up as a demi-boy. I'm not saying that your particular experience will be just like that, but don't be afraid to just express yourself the way you want, or, you know, explore genders. If you want to try out a gender, go ahead and do it. It's just a label, because it's the closest thing that you can get to how you actually feel. Maybe there's not a label for the gender that you feel yet. And I am a strong believer that any label that is out there is a-okay to use. Unless it's like, you know, something that's really particular to one person. Like, if you identify with a gender that someone happened to make up, they didn't make up the gender, they just made up the word for it because that's how they feel, and there's nothing else that they can identify with, and that's perfectly okay. Now if someone's, hey, like, this is my gender, no one else can use it, I mean, don't do it. But if you happen to make up a word for your gender, that's cool, because there are new words coming into every language every day, so it's not like your entire gender is fictitious just because there wasn't already a word to it. Do you be happy. I love all of you, and I will see you next Tuesday. Hopefully I will have time to record on a Tuesday or before then, because I do not like being late. But anyways, I love all of you, and goodbye.